I was watching that TJump thing. You kind of made him look ridiculous when you were like, okay, I'm gonna like type out the argument. What's premise one? And he took like 20 minutes to give you premise one. He just like rambled on, justification and probability and
That was fucked up because my baby was supposed to get medicine, and I like didn't give my baby her medicine so I could finish debating
yeah.
TJump.
What's wrong with you?
I don't
You're
understand what the
other
appeal of TJump
first,
is.
and then a debater.
Understand what the
Other
appeal of TJump
first,
is.
and then a debater.
Understand what the
Other
appeal of TJump
first,
is.
and then a debater.
Understand what the
Other
appeal of TJump
first,
is.
and then a debater.
Understand what the
Other
appeal of TJump
first,
is.
and then a debater.
And when Daz kicked Josh, he came out and hit the wall really hard in front of her.
Was he?
Because he was
So he
mad,
was really
and
mad.
she started crying.
Right? He seemed really. I didn't know if he was like.
Oh, Josh was actually, like, sometimes he's like me, you can't tell if we're really mad or not when we're screaming. But no, he was really, really pissed.
Wow. Yeah, I can see that.
He hit the wall. I've only ever seen him hit the wall once before that.
Yeah, I hated to have to put him in the back channel, or to put him in the backstage, but TJump was threatening to quit. He started counting, and Josh was like yelling at him, "Fine, leave."
It was
I
probably
didn't want to
the
cost
best.
Stats the $50.
Yeah, he could cool down. He was really, really mad.
I wish he would have
How
came
does
back
that work?
because he asked TJump some good questions.
Wait, how does that work? Does he like refund the money if he
He ought
leaves, or?
to.
No.
Yeah, it
As
feels
far as I know, he doesn't refund the money. He keeps it. It's a violation of his agreement with you.
It's an imposition of his will. That was funny.
At least Godless got to come on and got to finish it, but I thought Josh was making some good points. If I could have just gotten those two back on focus,
Well,
I think TJ would have been exposed in another direction.
I mean, he just was refusing to really engage with his questions,
I don't care.
And then like all these people in the live chat were saying I was trolling when I was saying the memory thing. I wasn't trolling. Like, how the fuck, what does it even mean to have a false memory? Does anybody
like
agree with me?
Conceptual impoverishment on your
No,
part.
no, it's not. It's a contradiction.
It was a valid point. He said that
They're telling me false memory. There can be such thing as a false memory. Isn't that
not
stupid?
just that, Godless, he told you that majority of memories are false. So at the same time, he wants to say majority of memories are false, yet memory is a pathway to truth, which doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, so I fucking missed that. So what happened is I went and gave the baby her I left and went and gave the baby her medicine. And then I heard James point that out. I was like, I'm ashamed that I missed that. But so I went back in there and said, yeah, James, good point. TJump. How the fuck can you say your memories are reliable, yet you think the majority of them are false? What the fuck?
The fuck?
Reliable means it's doing what you think it's doing more often than not, and you don't think it's doing what you think it's doing more often than not.
And the other problem was his analogy that he kept trying to. I didn't realize he was trying to be this bad, but he then said he was comparing memories to like bricks. And so now he's got this concrete abstract of a brick that is described as a perfect working order brick, and then you see it in the past, and is it logical to remember or that you have a brick? I'm like, yeah, well, but then he's saying the brick is like a substitution for memory, but that doesn't work given how he's using memory. It would be like, the analogy would be he's saying that it's a brick, but we go back and we look and it's actual little rubber ducky. It's just, he has no way to know that a brick is a brick from that standpoint.